email say, Dear Stan and T-Bomb. This is specifically saying.
Don't go nowhere, Derek. I'm going to need your help.
They ain't put me in it at all. Dear Stan, I have a close circle of friends who've been my friends since junior high school. One of them, the one I've known the longest since we was 12, is over complimenting my new wife, and it's starting to be weird. Every chance he gets, he is talking about how fine my wife is and about how lucky I am to have someone as beautiful as my wife. We all went to Mardi Gras this past February, and nobody was sober at Mardi Gras. Do you know that he told my wife that if me and him wasn't like brothers, that he would take her away from me? Granted, he was drunk, and so was the rest of us, but that wasn't cool. She started grinning like she liked that shit, and I got mad. When we were all sober,
Sherelle thought it was funny though.
When we were all sober the next morning, I spoke to both of them about it. Both of them said that I'm making something out of nothing, so I dropped it. Fast forward to about a week ago, when my wife walked into the house, she had to walk past him to come kiss me. Do you know that he asked me what perfume is she wearing? Because I'm gonna have to get some of that for my female friends. It might sound innocent, but why is he smelling my wife? Why is he smelling my wife? Am I overreacting, Stan? Me and him been friends for nearly all of our lives, so he's like a brother to me, but I don't think that it's cool just because you got more money than I do that you can just over compliment my wife, be smelling her, and stare her down whenever she walks in the room. I see it. The fact that my wife seems to think that it's cute, though, and that it's flattering is a whole nother email, so that'll be my next letter to y'all. For today,
one at a time.
Right, he said, for today, what do you think about this?
A few things, actually. So, wow.
He addressed it to you, so I'm going to let you go first.
Okay, so the first thing I see is you're noticing that he's taking he's been overly complimenting your wife, right? That's a problem. So, before I go into the letter, you mentioned that this was a almost brother.
Yeah, since 12.
Well, damn it, Cain killed Abel, right? They were really brothers, right? Mm-hmm. And so relatives and relationships are different than family. And so this relationship right here is different because that's not your biological brother, and he's going across the line often. And when you see that happening, then you have to start believing this guy. He really wants to screw your wife, but he can't cross the line because he's family in real life. She also is being flattered by him because he has a position, i.e. money, and however he gets it, right? And so that's flattering to her, and you might have less because you stated that. So you feel lesser. And so it's intimidating, and it should be. And so you should have only had to say one thing to him. You really shouldn't have to say anything to the homie about crossing the line with your folks. But if you had to, then one time should be sufficient. And if he still feels the need to carry on like a buffoon, then he really doesn't respect you, which means you should put his black ass out your house and don't invite him to come around you anymore, because that's not a friend. You don't have to try to ward off your friends from your woman. I mean, that's just not reality, all right? You could get stabbed in the throat for that.
Wait, it was going good.
Oh, it was going good?
Yes.
Okay, so let me back up. Everything going good. Okay, let me just stay focused. All right, so that's a violation is what I was basically trying to say. And you can't just violate people if they're your friend. You should not want to. So that's not a real good friend. He's an opportunist more so. So maybe you do things to help him further along and he just needs you in his life or whatever the case is. But that's not somebody that you should keep close to your where you lay your head and with your wife, which means he can't be your friend.
But how do you sever that? I mean, you've been knowing this guy since he was 12.
I said Cain killed Abel, I was saying.
I know.
They knew each other 12, 11, 2, 3. And so why would he do that? Because sometimes humans are different. And so if you see all I know is I'm real mindful of energy and people. So when I see a thing, I believe a thing. And so if you show me your hand, I believe it. If you show me your hand right now, you got ass of spades, you cutting. You're going to be cutting. And so I don't have to guess that. That's just what your hands say. Always believe what the hands say.
I agree.
Hand raggedy a little bit.
I agree pretty much with everything you said. It's just that I'm just a big fan of like trying to work things out. Like, so, maybe you have this. You are a big fan. Yes. Maybe this friend definitely needs to be put in check, but you've been knowing him since 12. You got to treat him like your brother and be like you can't overly compliment. Don't smell her.
But my brother shouldn't come in my house trying to smell up on my wife and be talking about how she fine this and that. Not even my real brother.
If we wasn't married, if he wasn't my brother, then I'd take you from him. That's inappropriate. Like,
all you saying is I really want to screw you, and I'm gonna throw this out there just in case you take the bait. Then we will be screwing. But I'm just gonna let you know my real intent, and that's past not cool though. Like, so
it is. It's disrespectful.
You shouldn't have that much disrespect and then say you a friend, and that's what I mean. So. Yeah,
it's definitely disrespectful.
That's what I meant about the.
And if I'm the wife, first of all, if the woman shouldn't be laughing or giggling or nothing. If I'm the wife and that happens, first of all, your friends, everybody pretty much, not even just your friends, their friends, and the people that know them friends, they know pretty much you have a certain energy and they're not going to cross that line. But if any of your friends did, I would check them first. And if they did it again, I would tell
your mate.
you and say, this ain't cool. Get this nigga.
So, but the first thing is you should come right away and tell your mate that happened, because they would allow that person to stay in their circle and it could become a danger to them. Like, that person is not good with their circle.
But not if y'all been friends for a long time. I think if he was drunk, I would check him first.
Let me just say this. If we knew each other back in Jesus' time, it don't make a damn. What I'm saying is, a violation is violation. See, don't ever let the time don't have nothing to do with the violation, right? Because what you telling me is, if we was friends that long, you shouldn't have violated me. If we was really friends that long, you shouldn't have that for me, is what I'm saying.
I see.
Right? And so if you still had that for me after all this time, you flawed. And so it's not that you're not my friend, your ass is flawed, but I have to believe the flaw. I can't say you not just because I'm your friend. You flawed. Like the little dude that left us down the Metro Club and we got jumped that night and we hung out all our life and then he let us get jumped. We couldn't hang out no more after that. You know who you are. And so I had to cut that ass off because you was soft and you let us get jumped. And so we was friends since kids, but I can't go nowhere with you because you're not going to stand on business. And so that just showed me that we ain't that like that. You go over there with them. And me, when I go out, I know that whoever rock with me, we rocking though all the way. And so it's a thing. And so I wasn't like, that's not my, we ain't grow up together. We grew up together. But you was a little softer than I need you to be, so you need to go over there. You can't go.
I get it. So would you so let's real quick. Would you let me know, like, if there was one of my female friends trying to suck it? Would you say, Terry, she trying
to suck it?
Yes. Would you tell me?
I would say, babe, she's trying to suck it.
You would tell me.
Yeah, and I said you can't trust her. She gonna suck it. As soon as you been in the corner, she gonna suck it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I said she gonna suck it.
I was just asking. Would you let me know? If I had a friend in my circle and she was trying, you would tell me. Yeah,
so would you tell me if one of the homies came over and was trying to slick talk and,
I would. I absolutely would. Again, if it was someone that you was friends with, like, let's just say male. If somebody that you've been friends with forever, I would be like, what is wrong with you? You don't come at me like that. And I would nip it in the bud.
No, you should tell me.
But you are different, and I don't want,
No, you should tell me. Because I need to, see, you can't leave me misinformed. Because, see, I need to know how to handle this cat. So you put me in a certain position when you misinform me, because I'm still handling him like we were. I need to handle his ass like we are. Damn how we were. That's were. Were, after you told me this goofball said, what the fuck? What he said? Okay, I'm gonna come back. Let me come back.
I was gonna say, babe, you have a history already.
I do.
You have a history and a reputation about don't kiss my wife. Don't kiss my wife. My wife is married, and nobody's ever gonna ever let you live
that's not true. Well, what I'm saying is, if you can't do that when I'm standing there, why you wait till I leave to do that? So when I'm there, if you ain't gonna hug and roll, trying to roll on top of my wife, then you shouldn't do that when I leave.
Roll on top of me.
I mean, bed hug you and lift you off the ground, that kind of stuff.
Nope.
So that shouldn't be happening, especially if you don't know the husband, then you don't really have the right to do that. That's for niggas who soft. I'm not him. So at the end of the day, you should respect my space. That's my wife. Calm the hell down. So when I'm not there, treat it like I'm there. Don't act like I just ran off, because I'm going to be back.
That's right. He going to be back.
Right back.
I know that's right. Right back. Okay, y'all, we're going to be right back. Okay.
Oh, spotlight. Yes. Oh, we doing a show.
Yeah, we doing a show.
All right, we'll be right back. Spotlight over the city,
baby.
With
our first guest, we got Miss Athena, who's been waiting so patiently.
Dirk, vibe band. Let's go.